Trinity's founders had a really bold vision for educating students to come alive to the world around them.
What we wanted to do was to get out of this notion of this mediocrity in education. We wanted students to learn how to think, and we wanted to encourage them to strive for excellence, which became one of the hallmarks of pretty much everything that we did.
We felt that the model that was being developed at Trinity in South Bend was a model that was really worth repeating and duplicating. And so we started working with them to establish the school here. And so we plowed into it. I had no idea what we were really getting into.
Trinity was located downtown Minneapolis. I loved its location. It was in an old, historic Episcopal church with creaky wood floors.
Arms and legs hanging out of the doors and windows of the class. They couldn't close the doors to the classrooms because not everybody would fit if they actually did. So we bought River Ridge in Bloomington, and it turned out to be a wonderful, wonderful home for the school for the next 17 years. I think we always felt that the school would be something that could be a substantial contribution to the world.
We had a vision and a mission and a purpose, and that drove everything.
Trinity School's curriculum is classical. The kids are amazed at what they can accomplish.
Things are oriented for you to discover them, to kind of go along the path yourself. So it's very rarely like just sitting down, buckling up, and listening to a lecture for an hour.
Trinity's curriculum is incredibly well-rounded. At the same time as you're getting this very intense STEM curriculum, you're also getting this very classical education of art and drama and history.
A class that I'd like to highlight is Humane Letters. It's literature and history together. So they're learning directly from the primary source what the author said in the day, and then applying that to history.
You can take Humane Letters into every other classroom. You can be in art or science or mathematics and make that into a humane discussion.
There are books that I still have on my shelf today and have reread and have impacted other classes I've taken and other levels of education, as well as just books that have shaped me as a person.
I get to teach a class of senior girls mathematics as well as senior boys mathematics. They both have strengths and weaknesses, and the strengths get strengthened even further in the single gender classes.
The teachers and leadership at Trinity Schools are very passionate. They care about the kids, they care about the subject matter, they get into it when they're teaching.
We had some great role models, and so I would just want to point out how amazing the teachers are in that regard.
They really care about you as both a student and a person, and they really want you to be the best that you can. One thing that really makes Trinity exceptional is the fact that you are among a community, and it truly is a community of learners.
That's who we are. The community of learners is just always present. Every time we come into the school or classroom or faculty office, you just see evidences of it everywhere.
What makes Trinity School special is the balance of arts, academics, and athletics for all students.
The sports here, we have found they're competitive and a big component of the student life.
We all take choir, we all participate in drama.
There is that old saying that singing is praying twice. In what music does to elevate the human spirit, that it really raises the human spirit to a spiritual dimension, to God.
They have morning prayer that always carries a really valuable message. It's the focus and the thread that really runs throughout every part of the day here.
What we're really trying to do is help them use their minds and develop real habits of minds, which I think transfers over to their spiritual life.
There's this sense that what is good and true and beautiful is manifested in so many different ways, and we need to have a broad appreciation. It's not just the realm of ideas that's important, it's the realm of expression and emotion, and everything that makes us as a human being is critical to the Trinity program.
Everybody's commonly called to be excellent, and so Trinity draws out of people the best and also what they love the most.
I think it shaped me into being someone who's always curious and open to learning new ideas and hopefully constantly learning the rest of my life.
I'm excited to continue the Trinity mission and continue to equip students to be prepared to go out into the world and serve the Lord in whatever way He calls them to serve.
Oh, I think the future of Trinity School is exciting because it's God's idea.
The world is a better place because it has this handful of people that are now spread out in the world who have the values that Trinity taught.